This is a Squiz podcast. We're your shortcut to being informed.
Squiz Kids! It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Good morning and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Bryce Corbett. It's Thursday, December 9. In Squiz Kids Today, our Olympic Games boycott. What a day at the Ashes! London's very merry T-Rex and the year's most mispronounced words. That's what's making news, kid style.
The lowdown.
When the Winter Olympics begin in Beijing, China at the start of February, Australian athletes will be there to compete, but no Australian officials or politicians will attend. That's because yesterday the Australian government announced its officials would boycott the Olympics as a form of protest against the Chinese government. So, what does it mean to boycott something? It means you make a decision not to attend an event or engage with a person or an organisation or a country, in this case, as a way of showing them you're not happy with them. So why is Australia not happy with China? The relationship between our two countries has not been great for the past couple of years. One of the reasons Australia is boycotting the Winter Olympics is because it disapproves of China's treatment of a group of people within the country called the Uyghurs. It's called a diplomatic boycott, meaning while our athletes will still compete in the Games, there will be no government officials attending. A diplomat is someone who represents a country overseas. The Australian diplomatic boycott follows a similar announcement earlier this week by US President Joe Biden that his country would similarly boycott the Winter Olympics. China is none too happy about the boycotts, and it's made some pretty fiery comments in response. Watch this space.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in Greece, where the 2021 list of most mispronounced words probably has quite a few people there chuckling. That's because Omicron, not Omicron or Omnicron or Army Croon, is not just the latest COVID variant to have health authorities worried. It's also the 15th letter of the Greek alphabet and is being mispronounced all over the world. Other common mispronunciations of 2021 are the names of pop star Billie Eilish, which frankly doesn't seem that hard to me, and also tennis player Stefanos Tsitsipas, which admittedly is a little bit of a curly one. And then there are the new words used by people who are way cooler than me that have been mispronounced all throughout 2021, including chuggy, which is used to make fun of outdated and unfashionable things, which is right up my alley, and Yassify, which is when you apply lots of filters to a well-known photo or artwork for comic effect. Think the Beatles or Severus Snape. I've popped a link to the Yassify Twitter feed in your episode notes. Or is that a little bit chuggy of me?
Sport time.
They say you shouldn't miss the first ball of an Ashes series, and yesterday certainly proved that point after Aussie fast bowler Mitch Starc clean bowled England's opening batsman Rory Burns with the very first bowl of the match. It was a remarkable start to the Ashes series for the Aussies, as a capacity crowd in the Gabba in Brisbane cheered on the boys in the baggy greens as they systematically dismantled the top batting order of the visiting Englishmen, including captain Joe Root, who went for a duck, and the big threat for this series, Ben Stokes, who managed to score only 5 runs. It was, emphatically, a dream start for the Aussies. And it only got better as the day unfurled. England were all out for a measly 147 runs when a huge thunderstorm ended play for the day. And remember how we spoke yesterday about this being Pat Cummins' first day as an Australian captain? Well, he's had a dream beginning. As well as steering his team to a commanding position going into day 2, he claimed 5 wickets himself yesterday. Nice. Weather permitting, it will be the Aussies' turn to bat today. Fingers crossed, they chase down that 147 target without too much trouble.
Animal Kingdom.
Are you the kind of person who dresses up your pet for Christmas or Halloween? then you're going to love what the Natural History Museum in London has gone and done this holiday season. Their gigantic Tyrannosaurus Rex is sporting a massive knitted Christmas jumper. It took the knitters 100 hours to make the festive jumper, which is dark blue with white snowflakes and green Christmas trees. So, you know, your classic ugly Christmas sweater. And because T-Rex likes to do his part to save the planet, the sweater is made from recycled wool and plastic bottles. Human-sized versions are also available in the museum's gift shop, very cleverly, to help raise money for the museum to help it recover after a tough pandemic with fewer than usual visitors. There's a photo of the giant knit in your episode notes. This is the second last Squiz Kids Daily News podcast for the year. I know, right? Where did the year go? But don't fret, I'm not about to leave you completely in the lurch over the summer holidays. Because I know you've got road trips to do or long, languid summer days to fill, I'll be punching out a weekly feed of excellent original content. Become a Squiz Kids subscriber for bonus summer holiday content, including weekly kids versus adult quizzes on topics as varied as animals, sport, space, and our first ever Christmas quiz. And to keep your grey matter ticking over, we've come up with a bunch of super cool Squiz Kids shortcuts. Deep dives into topics guaranteed to both inform and entertain. From the world's toughest animals to girl power, the space race, Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Christmas traditions around the world. There's even one on Kid Leroy. Visit Apple Podcasts, search for Squiz Kids, and sign up for your free trial today. You're welcome.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. What dinosaur at the Natural History Museum in London has been dressed in a Christmas jumper? That's right, it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Question number 2. Which Australian fast bowler made a little bit of history yesterday, claiming a wicket with the first ball of the Ashes Test yesterday? That's right, it was Mitch Starc. Question number 3. What word do the cool kids use to describe people or things that are old or outdated? Like me. You got it, it's chuggy.
Shout outs.
It's December 9, our second last Squiz Kids today for the year. It's also National Llama Day and National Pastry Day in the US. Man, why do they get all the cool national days? Plus, it's only 15 sleeps till Christmas. Santa Claus is coming to town. It's also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today. Blaze from Hughenden, Liam from Shoalhaven Heads, Noah from Mornington, Gabriella from Albion Park, Dylan from Barnawatha, Libby and Isabel from Wavell Heights, Lucy from Ainsley, Jax from Ashmont and Evelyn from Northcote. And because this is our last week of Squiz Kids before the school holidays, we're giving happy early birthday shout-outs to all the Squiz Kids celebrating birthdays between next Monday and December 31. And because you're all special in my eyes, even if I won't be here to wish you happy birthday on your actual birthday, I give you the birthday reggae tune. Hit it. And it's a happy early birthday too. Lewis from Randwick, Madison from Glen Innes, Zoe from Invermay, Cherry from Gosford East, Ethan, Fardy and Caitlin from Fairfield Heights, May from Walpole, Paige from Mornington, Cleo from Abbotsford, Tarley from Brisbane and Ava from Morningside. Also to Evie from Canberra, Emily from Greystanes, Tasha from Albany Hills and Isabeau from Dalkeith. And today's classroom shout-outs go to Mrs. Daly at St. Rose Catholic Primary School at Collaroy Plateau, who's retiring after 4 decades of teaching, 18 years of those she spent at St. Rose's. The students and staff and everyone here at Squiz Kids wish her well. Also, class shout-outs to 3F at Lily Pilly Public School. Happy birthday to Mrs. Fogarty there. To Class 4H at Birkdale Public School. And to Class Economy Explorers at Neville Bonner Primary School in Canberra. Finally, Mrs. Pearce at Stockton Public School sends Christmas wishes to all the students and teachers there. And a very special shout out to Year 5-6 teacher Christy Hutt from Exeter Public School, who has signed up as a fully fledged Squiz Kids for Schools member. Welcome aboard, Christy. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout out, or if you're after a classroom shout out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.